Hi there, I'm Vincent Boss and I provide dating and self-improvement advice. And in today's podcast, we're going to be discussing Dumpee respect. I provide audio coaching to help people try and get their ex back or get a new girlfriend or boyfriend. Check out my website for more details. www.dateme.tips. Please check your spam and junk folders if you are expecting an email from me. So now let's get back into today's podcast, and today we are discussing Dumpee respect. So if you have been dumped, then it's unlikely that you will have a stable mindset at this time. Respect is very important in all areas of life, and you run the risk of losing focus of respect during a breakup. Whether you want to try to get your ex back or whether you want to try to find someone new, you will need to stabilize your mindset. In today's podcast, I'm going to discuss 3 points to consider regarding respect after being dumped. So let's get straight into this. And number 1 is respect your ex. So you're probably thinking, this is the last thing that I want to be doing right now. I do not want to be respecting my ex because they didn't respect me. They broke my heart. They have treated me like I meant nothing to them at all. But I'm here to tell you that although it's understandable that you feel these feelings, but these feelings aren't helpful. If you feel negativity, then you will be putting negativity out into the world, and negativity does not attract happiness. So whether you want to try to get your ex back or whether you want to try to find somebody new, being angry, being bitter, being emotionally unstable, all of these things are not going to contribute to your chances of success. Now, it's very natural to be feeling negative. It's very natural to be feeling angry, to be feeling bitter, to be emotionally unstable. But these feelings need to be worked through and you need to move forward in a positive way ASAP. Now, breakup recovery is not a race and everybody will recover at their own pace. But the sooner you can put the negativity to one side, the better. You will not find happiness if you hold on to negativity. If you become a bitter person, you are not going to have an enjoyable future. So what does this have to do with respecting your ex? Well, your ex ended the relationship and you need to respect that. You need to respect them as a fellow human being, making a decision about their future. Yes, this has heavily affected your future, but you have to respect their decision. So respecting your ex can be looked in 2 different perspectives. Number 1, you need to respect their decision, which basically means understand that they have ended the relationship, understand that you are now single, and stop begging, pleading, or reasoning. I'll be speaking more about this a little bit later on in today's podcast, but for now, I just want you to understand that respecting your ex in the first instance is respecting the breakup, accepting the breakup, understanding that the breakup has happened. And at this stage, you can't beg, plead, or reason yourself out of a situation and back into the connection. Look, at the time of a breakup, of course, you are going to be putting your viewpoints forward. Of course, during the moment of a breakup, you're going to be saying your point of view, and this is very understandable. But what I'm talking about is when the dust has settled, when the breakup has been finalised, when it's clear that it is over, at that stage, begging, pleading, reasoning is not going to help your cause. Now, the second reason and the second point regarding respecting your ex is understanding that they have made a decision. You need to respect this decision by not treating them or other people in a negative way. Linking into what I said at the very beginning of today's podcast, negativity is not going to help you. So if you feel upset by the breakup, and of course, if you're the dumpee, you are likely to feel very upset. One of the worst things you can do is start shouting at your ex, sending them abusive text messages, acting in a way which is probably unnatural to you ordinarily, but you just feel that you're losing control. All of these things aren't going to help. So if you treat your ex in a disrespectful way, if you start calling them names, if you start shouting at them, if you start spreading rumours about them, if you start getting other people to shout at them as well on your behalf, these things aren't going to help. So you need to respect your ex in respect to the breakup has happened, and therefore you don't beg, plead or reason. But you also need to respect your ex in the respect that you treat them with respect. You don't be abusive towards them. You don't be horrible towards them. Even if you feel that they've treated you badly, you need to be keeping your own self-respect. And this is linking into point number 2. Because point number 2 in today's podcast, the second point regarding Dumpee respect, is respect yourself. You must respect yourself during the breakup. You are a valuable individual. And even though you feel low value at this time, even though you feel that you've been disrespected, you must respect yourself and present yourself in a positive way. Because behaving in a negative way, like I said earlier, is not going to help you. Keep your self-respect. Be somebody who other people want to spend time with. Be the type of person that others think, you know what, they're a really good person. Okay? Don't be bitter. Don't be twisted. Don't be angry. Don't be putting your frustrations into the world. It will not help you. You also need to respect yourself if and when you hear from your ex again. If you do everything right as a Dumpee, there is every chance you will hear from your ex again. But respect yourself and understand that at this moment in time, you are single. And just because your ex has contacted you, it doesn't mean that you owe them anything. Yes, you can be polite. Yes, you can be respectful, like I've been saying, but it doesn't mean you need to jump as soon as they message. It doesn't mean that you need to get back with them just because they might ask. If you hear from your ex again, then you might think this is wonderful and perhaps this is what you have always wanted. But even if this is what you want, please respect yourself. Remember that you have been dumped. Remember that you are now single. Remember that you are now living a single life. So if your ex contacts you and perhaps they start quizzing you about your life, perhaps they start being abusive towards you, please remember to respect yourself and understand that you don't owe your ex anything at this stage. You don't have to explain your actions. You don't have to be the type of person who is so grateful to hear from their ex again that you would do anything to reconnect. Keep your self-respect, allow your self-esteem to raise and to be somebody that other people will respect. Now, this doesn't mean that you are a bad person. This doesn't mean that you are arrogant. This doesn't mean that you are rude. But what I'm just trying to get across is that if you hear from your ex again, you don't owe them an explanation for how you have lived your life. You might want to tell them a few passive things, but if things start to get a little bit awkward between you and your ex, you don't owe them anything. I've heard instances where Dumpees have actually said that they feel guilty because they've dated somebody new since the breakup. You don't have to feel guilty. You were single and you can live the life that you want to live as a single person. So whether or not you want to get back with your ex, it doesn't really matter. If and when you hear from your ex again, respect yourself. Understand that just because they might have changed their mind, if they want to get back with you, if this doesn't work for you, you don't have to do it. You might be with somebody new who is treating you even better than your ex. You might be with somebody new who you are really enjoying spending time with. This doesn't mean that you just jump to your ex instantly because you've heard from them. Respect yourself. Understand that as a single person, if your ex comes towards you and wants to reconnect in any way, shape or form, you also have a say in this. You have a decision to make. You are your own person and you can make your own decisions. So now let's get into point number 3 and the final point of today's podcast about Dumpee respect. And point number 3 is respect other people. So during a breakup, after a breakup, you are going to be interacting with other people who deserve your respect because everybody deserves your respect. Your friends and family will likely listen to you and try to comfort you during this difficult time, but please respect them that they might not want to speak about this 24/7. It's very understandable that you want to speak about everything, you want to get things off your chest, but that is why there are people such as doctors, such as counsellors, such as myself with my audio coaching service. We will listen to you, okay, and we can help you with talking therapy. Your friends and family might not be in this position where they feel they can do this for long periods. They might try their hardest, but eventually this will be something which grinds them down. And you must respect them, that they are living their own lives, and they are living a life which has probably got its own problems as well. So please remember and really try hard that when you're speaking with your friends and family about your breakup, speak to them about their life as well. Ask them how they are feeling. Ask them about their day. Ask if you can do anything to help them. Try to give back a little bit. During a breakup, we can become selfish. It's not our fault, we are going through emotional turmoil, but we can become selfish in respect to when we speak with our friends and family. If you feel that there is nobody that is willing to listen to you, please contact your local doctor, a local counsellor. These people will be there in your area to listen to you. There will always be somebody. But you must remember that your friends and family will have their own challenges in life, and although I'm sure they'll try to listen to you, they won't be able to listen to you 24/7. Additionally, when we speak about respecting other people, let's change angle a little bit here. Let's imagine that you decide to date new people. I always encourage you, if you've been through a breakup, that you need to date new people. Whether you want to try to get your ex back or not, dating new people will help you from all perspectives. But what's so important is that you are honest and genuine with new people. Now, this doesn't mean that you speak to a new person about your breakup and about your ex, because this will be very boring, this will be very off-putting. But you should say if you are feeling like you're not really entirely sure what you're looking for right now. Don't date somebody new and let them believe you're ready for long term if you're not. Be honest and be respectful. Say to them in your own words, look, I'm not long out of a breakup. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for right now, but it'll be nice to go on a date and see how things go. If you say something like that, you won't be pulling the wool over their eyes. Please be respectful to people you date. Don't lead them up the garden path, as they say. Don't make them believe that you're looking for something serious when you're not. But this also doesn't mean that you bore them to tears by speaking about your ex and your breakup. This will be very off-putting, and they won't want to speak with you or date you much longer. Just be honest in regard that you're fresh out of a breakup. I mean, you're not really sure what you're looking for right now, but you're happy to go on a date and see how things go. At the end of the day, if you respect everybody, then you will be respecting your ex, and you will also be respecting yourself. And that is the key. Respect everybody, and you should start to receive respect yourself. Move forward with positivity, and you will find happiness. With or without your ex, you will have a positive future. If you believe that this podcast has helped you, then please consider buying me a coffee. The link to do so is in the description.
Yeah, if you miss your ex, we can help with that. Help you get him back, or we can help find you someone else. Yeah, Vincent, the relationship coach, giving you some insight, bringing you a new approach. Date me .tips, go and check the site, giving you advice, helping with your love life. Get your ex back, or move to the next. Ain't no sweat, you know Vincent got you. Finding love ain't no problem. Yeah, date me .tips, check it out now.